South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. First down, looking to throw the football. Aggressive call on the opening play. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lawrence. Breaking tackles and going. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. And wow, listen to the... First down ball. And it's incomplete. The defender, extra. It's been so often a springboard to a championship season.
Chris Trout. Individual players. One of my favorite early memories on College Game Day when I joined the set was in 2000 when Chris Weinke went up against Ken Dorsey and the Miami Hurricanes. One of the great games at the Orange Bowl. Dorsey ends up hitting Jeremy Shockey for a tight end late. Man, so many great memories in this rivalry. Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
He'll throw it now. Looking right, this one caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And the Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Touchdown, Seminoles. They couldn't stop him there.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to the left. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between 2 teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Running back grabs it on a screen. Gets into space at the 50. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Lawrence. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Richardson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such nowhere to go. That's even though they gave up a completion.
Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. Fires it on the move. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Move. And that's incomplete. Way off target. Had a man wide open. That's on the quarterback.
Well, we always talk about receivers
for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out in practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid game there.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
The pass rush closing in. Running back has it on a screen now. Fights through a tackle. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get...
In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, well, well. Everything worked to perfection in the first half of this offense, and the defense comes.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They've got him down out near the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd.
So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. On 1st down, it's play action. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call, throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up the play here in the quarter. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle after he makes the 1st down as this. But strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And the back now goes in motion. They open the 4th by going to the air. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty... Defender flag for being a little too aggressive. The offense gets a 15-yard penalty. And the Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Tailback with another carry. As the 1st down is still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show and a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Why, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. They are pouring it on now. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games,
and the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A deep shot to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game, and why is he throwing the football?
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the move now. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
He's got a man down the middle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The Seminoles line it up with 1st and goal. Off the play fake on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown. Out is on.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind...
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
All they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
That's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.